So this is going to be a quick review of the Colorado Knives Provoke. I'm just going to go over real quick the things I like, and then we'll get to the things I don't like, which there's quite a bit. This particular model is marketed as a first responder weapon. It's $20 more regular price than the other models because it has a window punch. And currently it is $40 more than the other models because those are on sale right now. Like, I could have gotten a standard one for $150 plus shipping or tax, however you want to call it. This was close to $200. What I like, I bought it because I liked the design, I liked the idea, I liked the way it looks, I liked the way it feels. I held it in the store and it felt nice. I like the way it works. I like the fact this is a bloody razor blade compared to my other cricket knives that are nowhere near as sharp as this. All of my Colorado knives came sharp, but this is an exception. It's sharp as fuck. So there you go. There's a quick list of the things I like. What I don't like. So again, this is marketed as a first responder knife, and it's supposed to have a window punch. We'll get to that. You're paying $20, $40 more currently for something that also comes with a sheath and some clips. So the sheath is not molded to the weapon like my Glock is molded to its holster. This is just a tension hold with Kydex, and it is so tight that I worry about deploying the weapon as I'm removing it from the holster. This doesn't positively click in and hold the knife in place like this would on a pistol on the trigger guard, and you can hear it click into place. Doesn't do that. This belt clip, which is nice that they included it, there was no documentation saying what was what, and I actually had to restart the video because I was just fiddling with it and this came out. And I was like, oh, that's adjustable. Huh. That's nice and all. But due to this being as tight as it is and it just relying on tension, I'm never going to use that because that's going to break. I'm going to be moving around, standing up, sitting down, rubbing against something, and that's just going to break and the knife's going to fall out. Next, again, this particular model is marketed as a first responder knife because it has a window punch. This is my M16, which has been my daily carry for several years. It's well worn, it's well used. I've had to sharpen it several times now because I have dulled the blade multiple times over, and I actually need to have it sharpened again at this point. I bought this because it is effectively a first responder knife. I have a tungsten window punch on the end that extends 4 millimeters. I have a good purchase and grip that I can slam this down into a glass window and shatter it. I have an integrated seatbelt cutter that I can just pull and cut through a belt. And then if I need to, I have a sharp knife with a serrated edge that I can deploy and use. Now, this doesn't have a seatbelt cutter integrated. I'm not sure where they would put it if they had one. The window punch is... You can see the problem here. The window punch is non-existent. It says it's a ceramic window punch, but it is nearly flush with the frame of the knife. So much so that if I were to grab this and try to strike a window, I'm going to hit it on the edge, the frame. I'm going to hit a couple things striking it until that finally makes contact. If this even shatters the glass. I haven't tested it yet because I had my doubts. I still do. So I will try that later and see if it will actually shatter glass. This I have used. This I know works, and it does shatter glass. I didn't buy this specifically for that. I bought it because it had it and I wanted the knife anyways. So I paid extra to get a little extra on something I already wanted. That said, in a scenario where I need to pull out a knife to break a window, I'm still going to be pulling out my M16. And for when I need to cut a seatbelt, I'm still going to be pulling out the M16. If I pull this out for something that the M16 cannot do, it's going to be because this, I know, will cut through whatever the M16 cannot cut through. And that will be the only time I pull this out in a first responder scenario. However, as a showpiece, as a collector item, as something to talk to my friends about, I'll pull it out all the time to show it to people because I like the way it looks, I like the way it works, and it feels nice. Would I pull this out because I need to break a window to a car, break a window to a house? No. No, I would not. And that's simply by design. This is simple, it's designed well, it works, and I have no worry in my mind that I'm going to miss hitting the window with the punch on the first try. This, I have to question why. Did I get one where the thing was pressed in way too much? Or were they intending for it to be this minimal of a design? You tell me. Overall, it's a nice knife. Would I still buy it again? Yes. Would I buy the first responder model? Probably not. Not when I can get the base model for $150 and it's just going to have the knife that I want and not a holster that is going to break on me later and I'm afraid of using because of how tight it is. This clip works just as well as intended and it secures it to your pocket very well. Window break, I am never in a high stress situation going to try and use that. Still going to use that. So that's my thoughts. It's a nice knife. Get it if you want it. Don't get it as a first responder knife.